Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. On play action, now Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. A first carry for the Hall of Famer, Marcus Allen. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And some room to work. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That good for 19 on a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Now Rodgers. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They start the drive with a give to Allen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
30.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. We're down to the 41.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Back north.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, you block over here. 26. Over.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Hey, 88. Yeah, live. Jump out.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 28 yards. And the Snowhawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Now a carry for Allen. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete there to Rice. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A nice catch there by Jerry Rice. And when you look at the yardage he compiled in his NFL career, it seems staggering at 22,985 yards. But let's put a little context with it.
Yeah, we ran the numbers earlier. Larry Fitzgerald, who was contemplating retirement this past offseason, would need 7 more 1,000-yard seasons to break Jerry Rice's record.
That's context.
Escaping the pressure right. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Hey, 88.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Rice. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Here's Allen. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. They'll run with Allen. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Yeah. They need something right here.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And as a result, possession switches hands.
The run is there.
Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but it's still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. They decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Did they give him another play like that?
Around the 45-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup there.
This is my first one.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on that play.
Get 300. Get 300. Hey, take 26. 50.
Rodgers going to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts.
And I knew
in
it
the
was
final
there.
seconds of the first half. And the Snowhawks would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, he just got there because I knew he wasn't going to beat him off the line, but I thought the 93 speed I could play him a little bit on him,
And
but
it's
I
now
couldn't.
21-0.
But, you know, that's crazy because my first interception that I threw was an
4
overthrow.
seconds, all that remain
And I
here
ran
in his
into
first
somebody on
half
the
as the kick
tailback
gets
that I should have
away.
ran in and scored off of. But
From a couple yards
I
deep,
tried to
he'll bring it
bait
out of
it.
the end zone. And he's only going to
he
make it to the
93
13-yard line
speed
and
too,
no
bro. That
further.
was kids. I know, but damn, 93, and I'm baiting it like a
Offense set
step.
to get
That
this drive
motherfucker
started.
turned me to be out.
1 second, all that remains. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a
I like
shot,
the chance that
couldn't
he can't get a
connect.
shot on that. This is my
So
first
2
game,
quarters
so I ain't
down,
gonna
2
be too bad
remain.
off
Charles and I
I need
return
to get all of this shit
after
out
the
the way.
break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
I'm going to see what the third quarter do. Might have to just do this.
Back north. Teammate. Teammate. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Howie Long, like an out-of-control broken arrow, getting in for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers.
Oh, my goodness.
Jerry Rice. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to it, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows what
there we go. Make a play, Dion. Come on.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
I know what I can make them read it with. They got to get pressure, though.
Rodgers gonna go on 4th down.
Nope.
Man open, that's Debo
Just
Samuel.
spending so much time. And I should be beating him.
Field across the 45.
26.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Again, he got it.
Rodgers.
Oh, my gosh, Dion.
It's caught inside the 25. And
no, I know he can't do that. He just don't shade
inside the 20.
He catching me quick.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And
so I could have caught them, but he caught me quick, and I was trying to click on somebody so I could run back there. Everything else will be covered up. I'm listening, though. That's why. I'm down 21 with 3 minutes left.
Rodgers now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. George Kittle. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Snowhawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
I know why it's happening. I'm trying to kind of get something right there. If I don't score 14 and make a play on the next one, I'm going to just quit.
It is 28-0.
It wasn't bench at first. He was just burning them, but I was trying to get a play.
Gano now following the touchdown.
Man, that run killed my whole game. Oh.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Oh, who?
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
All you got to do is block the tailback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. That being said, this task is nearly impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They run the draw play. Allen. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal back to the 8-yard line now. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Raiders. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Even though I can run the ball.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Going to eat me up.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
I'm going to be good. Y'all just keep telling me stuff y'all saying.
From his end zone.
I got
a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier,
I'm trying to get a play, man. I need him to throw it to
wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. Throwing is Rodgers. That'll be caught by Rice. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw left side, completion to Rice.
Gotta go.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I think this one's
so both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
Tough.
You are watching Madden Ultimate Team
I should have just
on
been
EA
passing the ball a
Sports.
little bit more out of that tight wide flex. Good people can kill that. Yeah. No.
And again, it's Rodgers.
That's
into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It's only
So
4
here's a
minutes
first and
left.
10
I'm down
now
by
in
21,
Raider
bro.
territory at the 44-yard line. Richard Seymour there on the tackle.
Well, I'm in the big game, but the only reason that I have him is because he's 93 speed.
And I know it sounds crazy,
but
but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be
he's
extra defenders in the
6'4", bro.
box
He's like
coming
6'2"
after
or something like that.
trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is caught inside the 5.
Well, maybe
And they
it is.
will
I might
eventually
try to
get him
change
down,
it,
but he's
but
inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
I might change it. But look at
McCaffrey. Touchdown.
yeah, it is. It's an insane game, though.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit.
GG's. We good. I had to get that out. I should have put. Yeah. You ain't gonna understand some of it, but that was bad defense. I'm down 21 though. I was trying to blitz him. Well, I'm not. Well, lurker is the ability that don't do nothing. Like it do something every now and then. It just okay. I'm just saying. It's matter of exactly. That's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that. I can agree to that. I feel like if I'd have had a little lighter, yeah, he gets it for 1. Yeah, we all right. Yeah. And see, that hurt me because I should have just kept passing it. But when I seen I could run the ball and I passed it, I went deep the second time. The first time was just they got me on the fucking Fugazi because he was it was Adams on the the crosser, on the crosser, and it went. I pass led him up because he was open going across, but then he was going into the gap too. But when I pass led it up, it just went 5 yards to the inside, bro. Just bad. I couldn't. All right, hold on. I done played this dude before too. He's solid. Let's see what we want to do. So what did I put on him? Like he gonna get what he gonna get when we ain't balling. This was the reason I took it off. Because there was a free ability. Where do I take the point from? That was fair. We was running the ball good though. Blood, I hate I did that. I like the fact that it's like 4 days of just 4-hour brackets though. They stretched it out over a period of time. But it's good to have people watching too. But like I told him, Lurker is good for little stuff.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has, and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Pulls it in at the 13.
Come on, Larry Zonka. Let's get nasty. Time to get nasty, blood.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll try to run
I know why they
That's Allen. And that's not the start that he was looking for. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Calling officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for. The ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling it for a loss.
Rams, Vikings.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That goes for a gain of 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. When you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Allen. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Tackle for loss by Lawrence Taylor.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I got another olive I'll use for that.
50, hey, you block over here. 26.
On play action, Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there.
I really don't like being behind them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Randy Moss, 52 yards. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now, following a touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Yep. I bought them for more than what you talking about. Boy, yeah, it was like 1-1. That was all I had. You can tell the
left goes Carmichael.
There's 4 wide receivers on this side, so my match coverage off. They're going to play like
on
a double
first and 10, Elway.
That corner route. I should have stayed with
that. It's the tight end Howard. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Okay.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
My match ain't on. No, I need to get my match turned on. My coverage ain't set all the way.
Here's Elway.
That's Lurker.
This will be caught by Harold Carmichael.
I knew it.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, my goodness.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And I still didn't turn on my match coverage.
On second down, Elway. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Bro, it's supposed to light up.
On third down, Elway.
I knew he was going to hit on that.
Complete to Harold Carmichael. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And on display right there.
Yeah, I can get somebody, I can get the chin.
And that's going to leave a mark. Because when he
but
throws it with that
not
much
as fast as him and the block shit to help with the run.
One of the strongest ones. It does leave a mark. They actually called it the Elway cross because you can see the imprint on a player after he caught one of those pressure passes.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there.
I mean,
it keeps them advancing
I'm still
the ball.
learning it. That's the thing.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go to Johnson again.
That's why I got him. Chin would have got pushed over.
Down to about the 27. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And the tight end goes in motion left. 3rd and 2. Now Elway. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. In motion left goes Carmichael. They'll try and throw for it with Elway. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
I got 2 games. Man, that ain't no water. That's
after 1-7 nothing on EA Sports.
Nah, we do. That's how we do. Yeah, he is low-key.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Wood said I should have ran in the middle the last time. This is for good users. When they got like a good user.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
We shouldn't be running this to him. We should be running it like this.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
I like the setup they gave me.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
No way.
That is incomplete.
That is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown.
No
go
way.
back out on defense and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
That's the right read. I got to show you, man.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. A curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Man.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
The slot man in motion right. Off the play fake. Elway. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Johnson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
I had the ball.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
I got to stop. I stopped him. I got
Fields this way up at the 17.
He stopped me on 4th down.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Bro, and it's over for
offense set to get this drive started. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they fail. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle they go. It's Allen. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This is where I got to get right. Bro, why does my controller keep not letting me do... Oh, my gosh, it's not letting me block it. He knows what this is.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Adams, the man in motion left. On 2nd down now. It's Allen. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
I don't like the fact that Jerry ain't on that. Damn, give him the route.
On play action. Now Rodgers tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked up by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Minute 55 left to go in the first half of play.
What was I in? Might just be the blow up king right now. I didn't do nothing. I was trying to do a damn corner route. I kept doing a zig and shit. I was pushing the wrong button. Yeah.
After the interception, here's Elway.
Seen that happening, bro.
This is Smith with a grab. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
A first down carry here for Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
That was a touchdown.
Again, it's Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now it's Elway. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
I don't think he got good pass coverage. What y'all think?
Gano's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And it's like MCS said, that corner time was running the drill a little bit, but he would have been behind him, but I didn't pass lead it up the field. I tried to, like, forward it, and he just jumped.
In 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Yeah.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
All right. 50. 30.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I need the play action,
what they've
man.
done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a play fake. Rodgers steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Randy Moss. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
All right, I gotta stop.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Chill out, Dion. He
will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
No, you know, we like turnovers before the half. We're finna steal through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to think in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Elway. And it's incomplete.
It's 12. He already close. I got to keep him from getting that field goal
and
range,
I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
I'm trying to see what he's doing.
2nd and 10, Elway.
Catch the ball. You got tip drill.
7 seconds remaining.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Yeah.
Again, it's Elway. On the catch, this is Chris Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. And we're going to get a timeout.
I got
With 2 seconds remaining in the second
too
quarter.
conservative, I feel like. It's taking them a time to read it, though. I can't.
Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm going to go and set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
I thought he was going to go on an out, too. I got to play that better. Yeah.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taking in at the 3. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down.
He's got it. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing now, Elway on first down. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, it's Elway.
What is he doing?
He's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
That's my fault, bro. That's
O.J. Howard, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game.
The crosser killed me, but I blitzed. Didn't get there. Blitzed again, didn't get there. And the dude I was on, I bumped, running into him on the route. He riding. I need to zone him out.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
I can't allow that to happen.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Well, if it worked, it worked.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On first down, Allen. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
That's all right.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Adams, the man in motion left. They stay on the ground with Allen. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, Elway. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. In motion left goes Carmichael. Man open, it's not complete. He will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On first down, Elway. And he finds Howard complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Elway on first down. Smith catches left side. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On first, they'll throw with Elway. And he's caught by Carmichael. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And these guys, they're not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and run for it here with Dickerson. They do a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Calling no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Randy Moss from 3 yards out. And the Steelers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now stands at 13.
I got mobbed. Back-to-back
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
I can't believe it.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
I'm going to go tight flex.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Oh, offense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Brandon.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one we're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He's on purpose like a young.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
In the chat. Man, I want this.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on foot.
On to the next one. Ooh, that's tough. We 0-2. I feel like I didn't play bad then except for that early. That class just killed my whole momentum, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I felt like it was a real life game. I had them wide open. Aaron, you gotta tighten up. I know what I do need to get rid of. No, I know what I'm wasting something, man, right here. Well, I start blitzing when when I get down like that, trying to just play over aggressively. He really cooked that shit every time I was in it. Did you feel like that? Cause that's damn sure how I felt. Yeah, that's fair. And I had a turnover early that I got, and that's won the game, but that's what led to the they'll run that back though. Wait, yeah. And then this what I need right here, one of these. This gonna be boy. I really don't know where. We're gonna ride this on for what it is. Really ain't nowhere else for that to go. I feel like they ain't getting no pressure anyway, though, right? Do you feel like they're getting pressure? You feel like I should lead the edge threat? Or no? I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't. Okay. But I feel like I'm having a blitz. Yeah, that's fair. Well, I'm just saying, like, from what I'm playing in the zone, what was it looking like? Who did I move that lost an ability? Yeah. And with the zone, I know how I was playing, but why is it? Oh, yeah. I'm waiting on him to send it. Right. And this one of them fucking. One of them. No, why do I know I took the 2. Oh, okay. Actually, this is what I can do. Are they serious for deep end? Damn, I don't want to spend that much. It light up. But you don't play a lot of zone, do you? Yep. Message, I'm true. Played you before. Yeah. Bro, he want me to send him an invite. Instant. He trying to get me out of here early.
This is what I need, a little 16-year-old nigga come in there. Putting him work. I should have went on and tried to been in the game. What I got? I cannot believe that. I feel like I should have had that. I should have had that one. The first one, maybe some ruffles. Maybe I'm just bad. But I played way too sloppy in that second game. I didn't deserve that one. And the zone defense. I'm moving ability points and shit instead of just going with what's rocking. I'm just making some bad calls here and there. I hate the way that, like, my Woodson wasn't lighting up, but I had him in man, so he light up on quarter, but now I got him right to where he light up on outside and inside. That's when I played the best. That's the only way it can work. I moved some people around based off how they played me. I didn't like the fact that nah, he got deep out and deep in.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to be able to
knock it out because he might get beat.
A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
These games. I'm good. One thing about it, if I perform bad today and tomorrow, I'm gonna be on the road. I need this.
And there's the man in motion left.
I see what that's doing.
With a give to Allen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down. He's
got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hey, 626.
On third down. It's Allen. Touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Raiders are going to have a first down.
You're trying to figure it out right now.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Allen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's one where you probably give the ball carrier a bit of a mulligan, right? Where was he going to go there?
Yeah, you could almost see his brain turning over from our perspective. Just put your foot in the ground and go, except there was no place to put his foot in the ground, and there was no place to go. No room to roam.
Now, you got 58.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Now he'll throw deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Allen, who won a Super Bowl MVP with the Raiders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Smith will come in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Allen. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Elway. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On 1st and 10, Elway. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rob Woodson. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Up the middle they go. Allen looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to just go into that, I guess. I need to be looking for the high ball too long range.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Allen, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Oh, they're not even letting me get them.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
All right.
Adams, the man in motion left. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the interception set him up with terrific field position with 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
And the Raiders have got him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Play action, Elway. Wide open, complete.
Man, that's why you can't do that shit. He just went,
Darren Waller, 59 yards. And the Cowboys have moved out in front.
I do that.
That was a nice little setup there on play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after a play action pass, try and hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great, you've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On the draw, here's Allen. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Number 50. you block over here.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He's got his tailback. That's Marcus Allen. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers being chased out left. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Now a carry for Allen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
On that shit, I know what I'm going to do.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble.
Oh, my God, bro.
It's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Wow.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
Damn, he got back there.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And again, it's Rodgers. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, my God.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one.
Oh,
this time, they were ready for it.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. That's down the field to Moss, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Elway. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now that after the sack, will be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Elway to throw. Gets this to on the crossing route.
I haven't been in this.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
3rd and 2. Now Elway. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and throw for it with Elway. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on, or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now way to throw again. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Mike Wallace, 32 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Tuesday, so Thursday, we hit the road Thursday.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Make it a game for real.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Rodgers going to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he takes this one back into the end.
GG's in the chat. Horrible. Okay, let me see what they got me right. No, we gotta get even first. If we don't get even by the end of the night, hey man, it's been real. The kid had too much time off of the game. Yeah. I'm talking about if somebody play me, they lose, they looking like they gonna be out of the running. No, for real. I'm making bad plays too. Defense all over the place. I'm blitzing. I ain't been doing nothing but running zone, but now I'm blitzing every play. Bad. Oh yeah, okay, we got something. Hey man, I'm tired of playing all these little young niggas with the whip.
Look out. I said that. Hold on, I'm locking my line up here. My fault. Who did I get those 2 points to? Oh, it was you. Everybody stay where they at. Hey, what you sitting there for? I know you ain't clowning my peoples up in there. Hold on, invite. Okay, all right. Yeah, we're gonna hit the road early today.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
One guarantee I can absolutely make is that all week in preparation, the coach kept telling his team, we're on the road, don't do anything to bring the crowd into it. And that's exactly what they just did. A bad return, and now the home team crowd, they are fired up.
They begin the drive on the ground. And they'll take this one up to about the 13. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They'll run with Allen. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, That's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
I hope they didn't say your name.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They run the draw play. Allen. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. On play action. Now Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with the pick.
And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking left sideline, it's complete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Rodgers. Left side here to Sanders. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Oh, dang.
Oh, he's got a man wide open. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Oh my gosh, I think he snapped the ball. I can't call him timeout, snap the ball, or nothing. Come on, man. He's
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Rodgers now on first down. He'll look downfield for Waller. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Allen, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Rodgers now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Julius Peppers. Carlson able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now. For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 26.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's up by Deion Sanders. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
On play action, Rodgers. And they just protect the football and go down and take the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Going deep here for Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Come on.
Marcus
Just
Allen.
fight.
38
Just
yards.
a little
And
bit.
the Raiders have cut it back within a score.
We can make a play. We just
Extra
made
point
one.
by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They bring a receiver in motion right.
Hey, you block over here.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Randy Moss, 45 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I'm sending them, they ain't getting there.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the score.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. It's Tracy Porter with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They finna torch this side.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Open man downfield is Sanders. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll run with Sanders. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
I don't even got a blitz. I feel comfortable doing it.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
We got a minute left.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. Going for the deep ball. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Let me see. Look out. Boy, with the gravy. Let me see where they got me at. Bro, I'm playing so bad too. Bro, I'm so mad. Oh my goodness. No. I was in here earlier when nobody saying nothing. Hold on, don't search. I don't even have a blitz I feel confident in. I'm all over the place chasing shit when I blitz. I hate it. Yeah. Let me see. I ain't in no horrible spot. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Not them glizzy dogs. No, not the glizzy. Yeah. Got it. Look out. Bro, I feel so sad. I feel crushed. I should at the worst case be 2-2. And that's just saying because the first game, but the first game, the first pass I fucking threw that mattered in the game after doing pretty decent running the ball was a overthrow. And I don't know if it's because I'm dropping back way too fucking far. I feel like that sometimes, but then they own that shit too. Them stale ass routes I'm running. And you gotta be wild to eat that glizzy cold like that. Did he? Oh, he sent that invite. Oh, dude sent me a GG. I should be 2-2.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines on this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has, and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
You think it had some go? I haven't ran it. No, I'm saying like, cause however I'm running it, that's just what it is. Cause I'm not really.
Ready?
Yeah.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. And that is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Come on. I just got to get better at this.
A first carry for the Hall of Famer. It's Walter Payton.
Okay.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Got to be the jerseys.
15 yards on the play. First down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
I got to just trust the process.
Jackson. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? Get it done early.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
No, I know where I need to be. I need to trust the process.
The drive starts with a run by Allen. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39, Rodgers. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll run on 1st down. It's Allen, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. On play action, now Rodgers. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On 2nd down now, it's Allen, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Raiders put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go play action with Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Javon Curse just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Great effort by Ted Hendricks defensively.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. Here's Rodgers to throw. That is caught by Moss for a Raider touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with they're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Stop made there by Julius Peppers. From the 16, Rodgers. That is caught by Rice for a Las Vegas touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown.
There we go. There we go. Get us on the board, baby. Put us on the board. We ain't that bad. Okay, put us on the board. Put us on the board. Let's get to 500. One game at a time. One game at a time. I'm tripping. I don't want to. Got one. Just added.
Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I caught one for the first time. Boy, don't you know?
On the jump. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll try the right side here with Payton.
There you go.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's Vic.
Oh, that's a good pass.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. And it will result in a fresh set of downs. Now a give, it's Payton. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Fuck all the bullshit.
On 2nd and 9, Vic. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Good job,
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Vic to throw on 4th down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a handoff inside, it's Payton. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's Michael Vick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with 1 more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Vic, 3rd and
Going
goal.
around wide open.
And caught in the end zone.
I couldn't get him over there in the zone. I pushed the wrong adjustment.
Jerry Rice, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
That's on me.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Yes, cold. Why the fuck is...
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Let's see what he in first.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Moss. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Throwing is Rodgers. That'll be caught by Rice. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On play action, Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jerry Rice from 19 yards away. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out looking to repeat that in terms of defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Rodgers' throw complete here to Waller. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
He's
going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put it into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. But partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back with his...
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Rodgers now on first down. This will be caught by Randy Moss.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Throw left side, complete to Moss. Touchdown! Randy Moss, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point try good by Gano, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And Waller taking it in over the middle.
Yeah.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As
it will come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's a play fake. Now Vick. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 3rd and 1, here's Vick. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On play action, now Rodgers. That's caught by Waller out left side.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Allen. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 10 more there and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On second down, here's Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Gano's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They'll try the left side. Allen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Allen, nifty footwork, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
No, that is an hour left to play. Well, I don't know why he yeah, I'm gonna go time.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
4 minutes. We'll read a book. I have to read it fast.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run. This is Allen. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Vic to throw it. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Raiders are going to get the...
I enjoyed it because I won.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Allen, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Line up.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Kill. Here we go, 46.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A game there of 30 big ones.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Go to 54.
A give to the game's all-time leader, Emmitt Smith. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So the first carry of the game under the belt for Emmitt Smith. And, of course, in his career, over 18,000 rushing yards, the all-time leader.
He could probably rest easy for a while about people chasing that number down. He's going to stay at the top because everyone's flinging it around instead of running it. We're going to need a real running back renaissance and an emphasis on the ground game to put that record in jeopardy. Is anyone even close right now?
Frank Gore about 6,000 away, and then AP 7,000 away still around there.
Wow, that's a lot of yards to make up. I think Emmitt Smith feels pretty good about the number he posted, 18,355 yards.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's got him in. It's the tight end, Casper. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Smith trying to run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Emmitt Smith, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for that down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
26.
Rodgers now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. As he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, kill. Then we're going to 53.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. That ball caught. Hits the playmaker, Michael Irvin. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Irvin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing is Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
Thinking all about the 3 down plays.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
All right, Charles, quick Emmitt Smith story. You've heard of the Madden video game, right?
I have heard of the Madden video game, well, no doubt about it.
The legend goes that Coach Madden said players used to come up to him all the time and complain that their ratings were too low. The only person, though, that came up and said, hey, mine's too high, Emmitt Smith.
You're kidding.
How can you rate Emmitt Smith too high? That's the question.
Boy, talk about humble. That's taking modesty to a new level.
Second down, Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacked by the relentless Howie Long. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. He finds Smith out of the backfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A first down carry for Smith. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence, haven't allowed a point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Second half begins with a run by Smith. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott from the gun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Harold Carmichael, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Inside handoff, Smith. And he's got some space here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Smith diving for the end zone, and he is in.
We ain't played enough.